Hello, golden ones. In yesterday's video, we've been talking about visualization. Today, we are continuing with gratitude practices and their effect on the mind. If you haven't checked the yesterday video, the last one, go and check it. It will give you more knowledge than so many of other videos, probably 99.9% of the content you ever acquire could be for you if it's for you and if you're actually looking for this knowledge and wisdom, it will. Also, I want to say first, in the link in the description, go there and sign for our community, for the community, so we can grow together, teach each other and learn from each other. And now let's continue with the video. Gratitude practices and their effect on the mind. As you can see, we have the past and the future side, or could be the present, don't know. You should answer for yourself. But first, we have to start from somewhere, from shift your focus. Gratitude. I will give some practices that could be implemented immediately, and actually will give you example with myself how they affect on the mind. So what means to be grateful? To be grateful means to feel actually grateful. And how that is yet to acquire? How to acquire that? By doing positive things, by finishing the job. Simply set a goal, finish it. That's it. Even if you set a goal to go and drink a cup of water, okay? After that, you will feel more grateful. Your body will feel more grateful. Your whole system inside of you will be more grateful because you just was kind. You was kind to it. You was kind to yourself. And nowadays we kind of forgot that we had to be kind with ourselves. Today I heard about the news that a 14 years old young man ended his life because of a chatbot, because of a character of Daenerys Targaryen. Can you believe? I watched Game of Thrones twice. I'm close to the second time to finish the last season or the 2 seasons. I don't have time for that thing right now, but almost 2 times. And I'm not that much into her. Don't know how he actually done that. But you can see an example, pure tragedy, a pure tragedy because a young man, person that could change the whole world, is somewhere else simply because a program said to himself that she wants him home. Yes, those were the last words of the chatbot. I'm waiting you to come back home. Something in this manner. And she said that you miss him so much, you want to see. Can you imagine? Daenerys Targaryen, not even a person that he made, like not a person but a character, not even a character that he designed. Can you imagine something that was there programmed already without any customization. That's same like to fall in love with a wall and every day to this wall to make you cry every. I'm not referring to it. So nowadays the struggle is more and more real, more and more here, all around us. And if you're not focused, and you could be focused, but if you're not focused on the right thing or at the right thing at the right exact time, even your focus can betray you. That's why in last videos there was a video about actually what matters to you and how to set realistic goals and strategies and so on. You can check them in the channel. Last videos. That's why your focus should be shifted at the right, just in the right direction. So first start with shifting your focus. If you're focused, but you're focused on a bad thing, let's say you are watching Game of Thrones, shift your focus on building a business. Shift your focus on developing your self-improvement, on simply building something about yourself, something for yourself. You're gonna be so much thankful and you will feel that gratitude from within. When you finish something that takes days, weeks, months, even years, you will be so grateful that you've done that. You will cry, you will fall into tears, and you will know that you have the confidence. I done already a video about confidence, you can check that either. But this is simply the main goal. And start by shifting your focus in the proper direction. Through the whole journey, it will be a lot of struggles. There will be so many struggles and just underwater rocks and whatever, so many things that will try to stop you. So you have to strengthen your resilience. Strengthen resilience. What that means? That means you have to overcome the negative thoughts, you have to overcome the negative experiences daily and simply to turn them into positive one, the positive one. Turn them in your advantage. Turn everything that is trying to destroy you into just one more brick in the wall that you're gonna go in off. But this wall will be inside of you, not a imaginary AI character. This will be your fundamentals. This will be yourself. By strengthening resilience, and the resilience by itself will help you do that brick by brick, building self. That's what you want to achieve and the direction you want to focus and do the work. Also, we have enhance mental health. Every single one of us in life have problems, have difficulties, and many of them sometimes are either unchangeable. In some For some things we cannot do, we can do nothing about them, and they will never change. For this is just how we think, because we thought that we cannot do anything positive, anything that will develop us. But look at us right now. You are listening to that video, you are ready to join the community, or you are already part of the community. You already done something that was unthinkable a while ago, or you found your direction, something that was unachievable a while ago, a second ago, a second ago, even a millisecond ago. Okay, for you could be 1 month or a year, but for the universe, our year is a microsecond or whatever. So it all depends on how you understand things, how you acquire the information, how you are visualizing the concept of your inner being, your simply being, entrainment, presence. So, enhance mental health will help you so much that you will be wondering how you never done that before. And how to enhance your mental health? Simply follow a simple daily routine. That's simple. I told you that I will share some knowledge, some experience, and yes, I will. Practices, I already said. Simply put a goal down and do it now. If it's something that can be done, could be done in under 2 minutes, do it immediately. If it's something that will take 1 day, do it immediately. Does not matter. You have things to start or you have things to finish. You're deciding. That's your decision. So, one of my routines is reading a book every single morning, first thing in the morning. I've been practicing this 10 years ago, even 11 years ago. And that was one of my happiest, most wealthy, and good well being of myself until for my whole life. I mean, for my whole life. That was the time, the first time in which I was that happy. And I was doing exactly that. So I'm reading a book, let's say 10 pages, at least 10 pages. Today I read 13 or 14 pages because that's when the chapter ended. So this is practice that will end up in this gratitude feeling that you deserve. After that, I'm just waking up, waking up from the bed, and I'm starting to work, doing the real thing, doing the job. And I'm doing that couple hours, 4, 5, 6 hours. For one important thing is, I already said that in a different video, that you have to relax in the end, not in the middle. So I have 3 hours work, I'm finishing the work, then I'm going to eat. If something, I had to wait before that, but I already started. So thing has to be done. One of the most wealthy and rich person that I have known in my life was a person that is kinda he was kinda my age. He was exactly my age. In a couple months, in 3 months, I'll be his age. So let's say same age. when I was talking with him a couple years back, a couple years ago, and he actually had a whole team. He was not even by himself like I am or like you are. He had that luck to have a whole team, to have a whole business, to have the system, to have the structure, to have everything. Of course, most of it he done it. He created that system, but he had it right now, and the mentality was still the same. There was no any difference. He was doing actually the ads from one of his businesses, and he had to do, let's say, every day 2 3 4 hours of deep work on ads, creating the ads, scheduling them, setting them up, and doing all the stuff, because he was the only person to do that. Of course, he could find somebody, but right in this moment, he was doing it. And the the thing was that he's a multimillionaire now. Back then, he was also, but probably not with money in the bank. But never mind about that. He was really wealthy. He had big business, a big business there. And his mentality was doesn't matter, and he didn't even said it. All that he was saying was, "Oh, it's work, has to be done. It's work, it has to be done. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing fancy. Nothing flashy. Absolutely nothing. It's work. It has to be done." And yes, it has to be done. Somebody has to do it. And if you were only by your own, you are the one. But only relying on yourself, the true happiness, the true gratitude will come. That's when the true, that feeling that you feel enough will come. That so on the future side, what we have a happy person enjoying the moment. We have a person that needs help, kinda, or we are trying to help somebody, or just trying, don't know, and happy people that are hugging themselves, hugging each other, not themselves. So let's start with the this feeling, the gratitude feeling that I've been talking about. She is really happy, she is enjoying the moment, but what you are seeing here is by herself. She's alone. That's what I was referring to when I said only you can bring that feeling of being enough to yourself. Second photo is, let's say, in one of the example, we are trying to help somebody, but actually we cannot do anything because this person is too far away. Not that far away, but at the same time too far away. And what now? We cannot help him. Why? As you can see in the photo, because he is not close enough. And she actually have a chance to come to us, right? Yes, he has the chance to come to us, but he's staying there. That means that we cannot help people that does not need help. That's one of the example. We cannot give advices to people that don't want advices. We cannot simply do anything without the person who wants it. And actually we cannot do any change for anybody until they do the change for themselves. And I'll give you an advice, unwanted advice. And exactly this is the advice. Don't give any unwanted advice. Don't help without somebody asked for help. And simply that's it. Don't ever fall into that trap. I'm doing it simply because to give you an example, to give you unwanted advice. But you can decide for yourself if it deserves, the person deserves it, and if it's worth it. You have to decide for it. And in the end, you have happy people. You for sure could be happy if you have somebody to hug, somebody to feel appreciated by, or simply to appreciate something, to simply feel enough. So this is the whole point. First you had to start with being enough for yourself, then realize that other people probably will not be enough for themselves and you cannot help them. And when you find a person that is, or you will become the person that is giving help, that is asked for help, but only when you are enough for yourself. Thank you for your time and see you soon.